Whoa! Holy cow, it's Copy Who! And I'm your host, Paul the producer. It's been a week, and I haven't seen you in a week, and I've been missing you, and I've been missing this, and there are things I want to say. There are things I want to do. I want to charm the pants off of you. Oh, that was late. I screwed that up. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so off with that flashing light right now. Ah, yes. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I'm back after a week, after Hell Week. I would much rather be doing this show than living my regular life lately. How y'all doing? It's been a week, and I have to make sure that my notes are accessible. That's one thing I did not do today before I started was to make sure my show... Okay, here we are. Show notes are now accessible. What have you all been up to? This is a one-sided thing. I can't even ask and have a chat respond. Making fun of me because I don't like to do live shows? Well, so what? Eventually I might. I have no problem with live. I would do live in 1 second if I knew I could do it unfettered without some platform saying, no, you broke a copyright law. You must stop. It's not cool to stop me in the middle of when I'm doing something that I enjoy. And so I know that if I do that, if I go live, I know that if I am doing something and then all of a sudden I get this signal that says you have violated copyright, or if someone even in the chat, the beauty part of this is I get to do a show uninterrupted. So if there's a chat and there are people out there saying like, hey, I think you're being hateful, and they report the video and the live feed gets taken down, all that's a problem. All of that frustrates me. All of that is stuff that I have to respond to while doing the show. And so I've built it up in my mind as this obstacle. I don't want that obstacle. I want to be doing my show. I want to enjoy my show. And I don't want anyone stopping my show. Not for some perceived shit about copyright. Because frankly, I'm just an amalgamation of culture here. I'm expressing myself through culture here. And I should have the right to make commentary about all kinds of things. And use samples of those things to make commentary about them. That's just my view. It's what I want to be doing. Ooh, but here I am, after a full week. I think it's time now to get in character. Here we go. So I always have to be very careful not to poke my eyeballs when I do this. How's that look? We got them on there? They're on there. They protrude from the head a little bit. And again, I like the coloration when I put them on. I see the screen. I'm like, oh, that's nice. But it's not really what's recording. So it's in my head. It's in my head, you see. It's like you wear some skiing goggles that are colored and you're out there and you're like, ooh, nice, pretty. But it alters the color of the real world. Ha ha. I should have reviewed my notes before I started, but let's just go through this, okay? This has to be a joyful experience, no matter what. So I was in bed this morning, and I was having all these frustrating thoughts about life, things that are bothering me, things that I don't bring here. And I'm thinking to myself, I shouldn't be in bed dwelling. I should be in bed thinking about what I want to come here and do on this show, because it needs to be joyful. And so, honestly, lately, unlike ever before in my life, I've had times of tribulation that were difficult. Unlike any time before in my life, right now is a very frustrating time. And so I'm not bringing that into this. I'm trying to make this distinctly separate, something enjoyable, something therapeutic, not necessarily something controversial, but I know there are a few people out there right now, no matter what I say, they're standing over me, they're hovering over me, waiting for me to say something for a gotcha moment. Like, it's total wrong think that I'm guilty of, and it doesn't matter. They'll just pluck anything out and make it something it's not, to disparage me, to besmirch my reputation, and it's just frustrating living like that. So I'm doing this no matter what. I'm going to do it the way I want no matter what, and I feel kind of soon that I'm going to get past a certain plateau because I may or may not be freed up to speak about certain things. I have a feeling that I will be freed up to speak about certain things. I may be going on the attack. Metaphorically, not violently. I will wage war with ideas. I will like expand the holy kingdom of God, to be honest with you. I'm fed up. Yeah, so I have been pondering a name change here, you know, that Copy Who. The title is about how I take influence from all sorts of artists out there, okay? It's specifically, obviously there are similarities here to another show. I've mentioned it before many times, but those similarities begin and end at very distinct points. So big deal, I have a fucking TV sitting next to me, frankly, and I do commentary on videos, different kinds of videos. Some of them overlap, but also pondering a name change because, like, the whole idea of this show, Indefinite in the Future, isn't just going to be like, I'm copying Red Bar. It's like something I want to do. I'm developing my own show. I'm distinguishing it and making it my own. But it is fun to copy him sometimes, you know? I do the Ascension. He said he patented it, but I seriously doubt that. Sure, dude. You patented the Rise. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you patented that, and the Tonight Show didn't when he would have TVs come up behind him, and Conan O'Brien would have TVs come up behind him. You patent. It's your. Oh, yeah, it's yours. No, it's mine because I fucking say it's mine. All right? So I am pondering a name change, and I'm not going to tell you that name change right now. I'm just thinking about it. I think it would be cooler for what I'm doing here. And I'll ask around. I'll ask some friends what they think. I have an idea. I have also ideas about how to keep evolving the look a little bit and getting rid of certain things. I want to, before I forget, tell people that I will burp, and then I will tell you that screening on Tracy Lee Samsung Theater today is a little show that I love, or rather a movie I love from when I was younger. There it is right there. Partially visible, not enough, hopefully, to break copyright. That is Dazed and Confused back there. I don't know, if you go like this, right now, is that technically breaking copyright because I have these few pixels here that no one could even identify? Tell me, is that not allowed? Psycho world, you don't let me be the amalgam of culture that I am. We have to absorb it all, but God forbid we want to express it and make like a tapestry of culture here with our lives. I like the idea of being able to play music that's in popular culture all the way back to the beginning, 50, 75 years, no matter what it is. I should be able to play it, rock out to it. Those artists should encourage me to do so. It promotes them. It prolongs their legacy. But no. Instead, you got to have big companies that control all this fucking shit out there. They control it. You can't talk about it. You have to invent your own thing. You can't be the cultural amalgam that you are. You have to defer to the law. And it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars if you break their fucking copyright law. Yeah, that's always pissed me off. Because I'm not really breaking anyone's... I'm breaking a copyright law that was contrived for the reasons of establishing control over these things. And it is deleterious to the creative endeavor, like I have here, wanting to talk about all of these things. So Copy Who? Copy Who is about how I've taken all kinds of influences from my life and brought them here. And it is a cultural amalgam. That's why I put this down here. This is the United States I'm from, so that's why I put this here. This is not meant to be tarnished with all political divisiveness. So, like, if you're saying this flag here is racist, that's not why I'm flying it. It's just like, that's the stupid mainstream culture of the day. Country's bad. Like, you stand on the shoulders, super successful, of a country that is so mighty and wonderful historically, and it's not sustainable hating it, okay? So there's this, when there's Marxism present, like in modern day contemporary America, it's like, it's out to get you. It's out to destroy this system. It's not just one contingent of society. They have their opinions. Their goal is to radically change things. And so I want to be able to come here and just be myself. I want to be able to play the type of music that I love and not have people coming after me with lawyers, but they restrict you because they create laws and then they make themselves part of the exclusive group themselves, and you are not a part of the club, like George Carlin used to say. Very often he would say that. Yeah. So last Tuesday was kind of cool. You know what I should have done? I had a very busy week last week because of various business things and personal things, and I couldn't put producer time into the show this week like I wanted, although I did write down ideas I want to talk about, and I did put aside some videos that I want to play here for you today. That's what makes up the show, and I think it should be more, and I think it should be better, to be honest with you. But last week I was very busy, very preoccupied. On Tuesday I went to a concert by a concert of a band called Tom Keifer Band, and he is a man who used to be the lead singer, band leader of a band, Cinderella, from the 80s. It was the first concert I ever went to, was a band called Cinderella in the 80s at Red Rocks Amphitheater, and it was an extremely awesome memory I have of that day. Wonderful, actually. A friend of mine, true story, I was 15 when I saw that concert, and there was a pretty girl there, and I said, if I can get that girl to kiss me on the lips, will you let me have your scooter for like a week or something? And he said yes. My friend said yes. So I was a 15-year-old kid. I went up to this young 20-something girl, and I said, hey, let me explain the situation to you, okay? My friend dared me to come over here and try to get a kiss from you. And he said he would give me his scooter for a week if you would kiss me on the lips. And she did. She kissed me on the fucking lips. Can you freaking believe that? And so I was so bewildered that this gorgeous young woman that at 15, if she had said, come in my car here, I'll have sex with you, I probably would have done that, been delighted. She was hot and like, whatever, 20. It's okay. I was a guy and I wanted it. At that age and stage. It's better than the way they fuck the minds of children now. They are raping the fuck out of children's minds now. They are raping the fuck out of children's minds now. Trust me. They are. I keep repeating. They are raping the fuck out of children's minds now. True story. So anyway, the girl kissed me, and I was so flabbergasted as I was walking back to my friend's car. I like almost fainted. I fell like sideways and couldn't keep my balance because I was like, whoa, this girl kissed me. That's not alpha male behavior. That's such wimpy 15-year-old beta male 19, what would that be, 89 behavior. Yes, sirree. That's what that was. In any case, I went to see Tom Keifer last week. It was a wonderful experience, and now I'm kind of like kicking myself because I'm like, when I have a unique experience like that in my life, I kind of want to bring it here and talk about it. And so, like I said, I want to do Copy Who originals here. And so just like I did with Huntsville, what I should have done is when I went to that Cinderella concert last week, I should have gotten film and footage with the intent of making a video about my experience that night. And it was really kind of wonderful because he played music from a particular album I liked on Cinderella. It was like being at a Cinderella concert. It was amazing how many people there were at the same concert that I was at in 1989, and it's amazing how many of those people have stayed his fan and how all these years later they're still going to his concert. So I went to this Oriental Theater and it was packed. It was packed. It was like standing room only, shoulder to shoulder. It made me very nervous too, because like, what if there is an emergency? All it takes is one bad thing and it's going to be like Stampede City. And so it scared. The crowds make me nervous a little bit like that. I don't like that, but very crowded, but very fun. And I wore earplugs again during this concert, and I noticed, so what happens when I wear earplugs to a concert is, yes, it totally decreases the volumes. It spares my ears this massive torture of music that's way too freaking loud. And so, but when I wear earplugs, it cuts out all kinds of frequencies where I cannot hear or enjoy the tones or the pitch of things in the same way. So it really diminishes the experience. It's wonderful to be there, but it's like the music is too fucking loud. I wish they could make it like about 60 to 70% of the volume, and then I wouldn't even use earplugs. I can't stand the earplugs at concerts because they cut out the experience. Although there's the beauty of being there and seeing it and the action and the people and the energy of people being really happy to be there. But I should have filmed that event, done a much better job documenting it so that I could bring something here. I did take some pictures. I did take a few very short videos, but I should have just like done some commentary there. I should have filmed. I should have gotten around and gotten different angles, and it wasn't the mentality, the mode I was in mentally. I was just wanting to be there and see it. But from now on, I go do things like that. I'm going to try to document the experience. I'm going to see Puddle's Pity Party in October, so I will be doing my best to document that experience. In September, there's another band coming here that are a bunch of musicians who played with Ronnie James Dio. I've been contemplating going to see that. They're like a couple guys I want to meet. And here's the problem with that one. I love Dio, but Dio's dead. So you're playing Dio's songs, and even though you probably have a wonderful singer, no one has ever covered Dio songs to my satisfaction, so I don't know that I want to go see that. Is all I'm saying. I don't want to see Dio without Dio. Do you know what I mean? But there are two people there that I would really love to say hi to. The drummer, Vinny Appice, and the guitar player named Vivian Campbell. Phenomenal. They were in Dio's original band, and they were just amazing together. And so I would love to be able to meet those guys. Except here's the problem. I think I'm going to meet someone, and it's like if I don't have a VIP ticket and they're not hanging out after the show, I won't be able to meet them. And so you should always have an option to like do meet and greet VIP. I would have met Tom last week if there were such a thing. And what I need to do is see if I can like reach out to some connections to see if I can get some better access to these shows or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, here we go. Continuation from a story last week. When I was saying last week how I was driving to my parents' house and there was a beautiful lady on the side of the road with her glorious ass hanging out of her pants, and then I was like doing a long curve to go around the corner, I recall. That's what I was saying. And saw her again driving on the same road in the exact same space. It was her ass. I was like, there's your ass. And now instead of like turning into my parents' neighborhood, I kept going straight. And so instead of going like this, I was like this. Whatever that means to you. This and this. What does that mean? I didn't use words to describe what I was just saying right now. It made no sense, understandably. Oh my God. You see what happens in here? You see all these TVs behind me? All these TVs around me, these LED lights, the hot lights, as they call them in some places. The hot lights, I say. Oh God. Oh Lord help me. It's warm in here is what I was wanting to say, okay? A shout out to Mark from the Circle Radio. I'm wearing your shirt, man. Check it out. Denver Nugs. Yeah, I was like, I can wear that shirt today, and I think I can post a link to this guy's work. So if you want to buy one of these shirts, you can go buy a shirt from him. Denver Nugs. I got this shirt for free from him. Thank you, Mark. Relateone. Is that how you're pronouncing that? It's not relate one, it's relateone. Anyway, that's the English language. It's not phonetic like a Romance language. It's not spelled the way it sounds, so we can fuck it all up to our heart's desire. All right, whatever, man. So I saw the hot chick walking with her ass again, and so maybe it was a sign. The second time you see a woman's hot ass and you don't talk to her, you might be gay or a beta. But I should have pulled my car over and been like, hey, I saw you the other day when I almost ran off the road because of your gorgeous butt. Do you have a boyfriend? Because I noticed your butt is gorgeous. And hey, you don't know me, but my car is relatively nice and I have a nice TV studio. Would you like to come and put your glorious butt in front of me while I do the show and test out here and see if we can get together on this thing? By the way, oh my God, I said that if I marry my co-host here, that will be like coincidental. I'm not trying to marry someone to be like Red Bar, but I want that deal. I like how he's set up like that. So I want a glorious, amazing, special, talented woman who gets me, who laughs at me, who wants to sit right across from me and help make this show better. And build a life for ourselves. Yeah? Where are we? Where are we time-wise? We're at 19? How did I just kill the last 10 minutes like that? I bullshit my butt off. I want to say one more story before I go to the Ascension. Here we go. Okay, I actually went to the grocery store and I was buying something one day. I paid for I think flowers for my mom with a credit card. And so I noticed I was using the self-checkout area there, and I noticed when I was standing there that there's a spot where it kicks out change to you, and there was a quarter in there. And for some stupid reason, I was afraid to take the quarter out of there. I felt like I was paranoid and I was being trapped into a situation where, like, if you take that quarter, you're in trouble, Buster. I was afraid, and so I left it there, and I decided to pay it forward to someone else. I was like, okay, I don't need the quarter. I went through this in my head, I swear. I was like, I don't need the quarter. I'm going to leave the quarter, and I'm telling myself I'm a great person for paying it forward. Someone else will find the quarter, and it'll make their day great. I should have taken the quarter. My grandfather had a saying that he told my dad, which my dad then subsequently told me. It was that the man who does not respect a penny isn't worth a cent. So my God, I didn't respect the quarter? Or was I really a good person? Am I virtue signaling? Am I a great person and not really a great person? Or am I not a good person? Or do I think I'm not a good person, but I'm really a good person? Which is it? Am I a good person or not a good person? I left the quarter. I left it. And so here's the irony. Right after that happened, right the moment after that happened, I went out to my car. And right as I'm walking out to my car, there's a freaking dime on the ground. And I'm not insecure about picking the dime up. I want to pick the dime up. If it had been a quarter outside in front of my car, I would have picked up the quarter. I wouldn't have paid the quarter. But why, when I was in the store, was I afraid to take the quarter? What is it about me, my paranoid mind, thinking that they're going to have some kind of problem with me taking the quarter? That quarter, someone forgot it. It's sitting out right there. It's no one's quarter. But if you find like a $50 bill, someone might need that $50 bill. So you're like, hey, I want to turn this $50 bill into the lost and found just in case. Someone's like, sure, I'll take that. And they're not going to take it for themselves. No, I'm sure they won't take it for themselves at all. But yes, I picked up the dime. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. It means I'm strange and I'm insecure. And strange things happen like this to me. And it's just a story now. It's just a story. And I'm going to move on from that story right effing now. Burping fiercely. Thank you very much. I'm burping fiercely, and I like it. I like to burp fiercely for you guys. Okay? And guess what we're getting ready to do right now? Oh, my God. And before I do that, I want to mention one thing really quick. It's annoying, okay? I have my little app here that I control the lights with, okay? And when I get used to something working a certain way, I like it. I like the efficiency of knowing, like, okay, I push this button, that happens. I push this button, happens. And so what they do is these assholes update their apps, and then it looks different. The whole user interface is different. So one of the stupid things they did now was the buttons, in order to turn a light on and off, they're, like, super tiny. And it's like, why would you make them smaller? Like, when I'm using this in this application, like right now, why wouldn't you make it bigger so that when I touch it, it's an accurate sort of, I hit the right area. But now I hit the light and it's so tiny that it might not even turn on and off. It's just so dumb. And sometimes they're like, they update the app and they're like, update it for improvements. But then you have to add all of the, and so what did they do today? They changed the fucking illumination settings. And so I had to go through and look at things and reset things. I had them set very low to my satisfaction because I don't want the bright light in my face. The whole time when I do this, it's a drag on me. It's hard on my eyes and mind a little bit. And so they change it. They even changed the illumination settings. So they didn't keep my devices with the settings that I had. And I'm just like, WTF, people. It's not professional, okay? So newer lights, if you want people to be professional, then fucking think about it in all sorts of different applications. So have an option so that the buttons can be bigger or something. Because I'm always like not hitting the button, then it goes to another screen. It's all fucked up. And that's not a good way to mix a show right now. Well, that wasn't the intent. Well, it can function that way, so just fix it is all I'm saying. Make it work like it's supposed to work in all kinds of creative contexts. You don't have to limit it. Anyway, dumb. Okay, so I'm going to go off with the front key light. And what am I doing here? I'm going to go all the way over here, and we're going to do this right now. See, that's exactly what fucking happened. I hit the thing, and it doesn't turn on. Here we go, people. Here we go, friends. Romans countrymen. Lend me your fucking ears. Lend me your ears. ears and I'll sing you a song. What is that? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. Okay, it's the Wonder Years theme that I'm singing. I forget who that is. That's a song that Tom sung at his concert last night. It was completely awesome. Ascension. Ascension. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. What are you doing? Welcome to Copy Who. That's what this is. This is Copy Who, the one and only, and I might even change the name eventually, or I might keep the name. I might just ask some people who know me, what do you think? Should I keep the name or change the name? I'll tell you what the name change I have in mind is, but not here and now. Okay, but the world's floating around. The word is floating around. Don't act like it's not floating around, because it is floating around. Okay, all right. We're back to normal. I'm closing this up for you right now. What have we on our list of nexts? Oh, I guess what we have is I'm thirsty. So we're going to do this now, okay? I'm going to go like this. Welcome to the show, everyone. Wait, hold on. I'll do it right. I'll do it right this time for all of you. I'll do it right. Pour this water in here like so. I'm talking a little like Cartman right now or something. Everybody, you stupid fucking asshole. All right. Let's put the, whatchamacallit in there. The CB. Oh, no! Okay, we got some. This is almost out. It means I have to, like, because this is ritualistic, I have to find something else to put in here. I don't think I'm going to have CBD anymore. Probably get some echinacea, something liquid form that I can put in here and do it right now. I realize how incredibly idiosyncratic it is. I've been building this up all week long. And so now I'm giving it all my energy. I'm doing this once a week and I have to be so fucking amped. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, over here. We're coming back here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. All right, shall we take a look and see where this movie is at right now? Let's just see. I'm curious. What scene is it? Oh, those glorious parents. They're old now, but the mother looks very sexy. I do like the mother there. Let's come back here for you now. So now I guess the ritual is I play this background music when I'm filling the water and drinking the CBD. It's okay. I do have a little bit of a gripe to pick with my extremely good friend. Oh, weird. Twitter now is branded as X. Are you guys aware of that? So I don't know if I like that or not. As a matter of fact, let's just bring you over here. Okay, give me a moment. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. Chat APT. All right, let's come here really quick and see what stupid thing Rian Stone said today. Sometimes I catch my own self by surprise by the stupid, silly things I do out of the blue. Why am I so hostile? So, Rian says, so it's looking like my extensive knowledge of Billy Blanks and Cynthia Rothrock movies may be my pivot from the sphere into something better. I don't know what half of that means. But you say pivot from the sphere into something better, which is an acknowledgement that you are a grifter. And you guys are so critical of people who grift. They just get into something to try and make an... You and Rollo bitch about people grifting all the time. Rollo bitches about Candace Owens, and she made a pivot. It's fine. I say take those steps. Grift. Grifting has a negative connotation, but if you're contributing something to the intellectual community that is positive, that can help people grow and evolve to be better people, then no big deal. And in the meanwhile, you may be grifting, but it may help someone to get where they got to get in life. Not articulated especially well, but nonetheless, like, dude, it's just this snobbery. So, like, you openly admit, you disparage grifting, and then pretty much you put it on display that you're grifting. That's why it says in my my description that I grift and everything, and it's not really grifting. It's I want to fucking talk about any fucking thing that I want to talk about, and that's it. So, like, is there some other... Brian, tell us, where do you want to be? Do you want to be in mainstream media? What's your goal here? Like, pivot into what other area? You're in the manosphere now. What other area could you possibly pivot into? What the hell is this Billy Blanks and Cynthia Rothrock movie? Hold on, I'll look that up. I'll look that up because I am curious. Billy, Banks and Cynthia Rothrock's. Oh no, dude. Okay, Black Creek, an action film by Cynthia Rothrock. What the hell is that? Okay, hold on. I want to see if this is on YouTube, and if it is, we're gonna play that preview and see what the hell Ryan's talking about. What are you talking about, Ryan? YouTube, and let's put that in there. Black Creek, an action film. What do we call trailer? Okay, let's watch this and just see. It's a minute 31 seconds. Let's see if it's stupid or what.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Rothrock, and I'm so excited to tell you about this project that I...
What the fuck with the audio? Right at the fucking moment? What the hell? Let me try something else. So, YouTube. Just fucking play any old thing here.
When Carpenter...
Okay, so why is my audio glitching the motherfucking cunt of the world out? Like, why? Fucking why? Hold on, I'm gonna... Okay. Ecamm Live app. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed if my fucking show did not fucking record audio the motherfucking way that... What's Ecamm Live app audio? Why the fuck would you switch my fucking audio? You fucking jackasses. Seriously, I'm getting fed up. If this show did not record right, I'm gonna be pissed as a motherfuck. We're gonna keep going as though, but we'll see. Okay, let's play now.
I really want to do.
Now it's working.
Called Black
Great.
Creek. It's a
fucking
dark
A.
West...
No, you know what's pissing me off right now? If that audio, if I've been recording here today, like it didn't glitch out when I did my rise. Why didn't it glitch out when I did the rise, but then subsequently? And then it has this whole other setting. Like I updated this fucking software before I fucking started today, and that's the fucking mistake I made. When something's working right, you don't update right before the fucking show starts. So, what the hell is this? Talk about your trailer, woman. I'm not interested in what you say. Jeez Louise. Okay. So this is not a trailer, okay? It's not a trailer. What in the hell am I looking at here? I'm actually irritated right now because I have a feeling my audio might have been jacked up, and we're going to find out if it was at the end of this. So now I have this uneasiness about me that, was that a fucking waste? The first fucking half an hour of this show recording I did today? These motherfuckers updating their shit. I understand you want to make it fucking better, but you fuckers. Anyway, whatever. Black Creek trailer 5 years ago, 5 months ago. Not the same. So there is no Black Creek. I'm going to try one more thing to find a trailer for Black Creek. Ah! It's fucking up again! Fuck this. Are you kidding me? I'm going to close completely out of...
Yeah, so in today's day and age, the issue is that...
Okay, you're still fucking me over with the audio. Why is the audio not... And you went back! You fucking fucker! Why would you go back? Do you understand? I don't want your fucking virtual mic right now. All right, I'm resuming now. Very irritated because something changed. I don't like when things change unpredictably. So they add a new feature and you don't know that new feature's there, and it completely fucks up the way things are functioning. And in this case, I know there's going to be an issue with audio, and we are back to recording right now. I'm just going to move on and go through all this and hope that everything's okay. We'll see after I
violent punches, etc. She told me I was the problem.
Okay, so this is a clip with Rollo making a comment about some chick he used to be with, and I thought it was really actually pretty cool. Some things he was saying I thought were interesting. A bipolar disorder girlfriend nearly ruined his life. That's what this clip is about, and I found it interesting, so let's go with this.
And to end the relationship, I agreed. Then she said she was. What do? I tried to block her. She turned up at my house 2 years.
Outside of, like, okay, so practically what can you do? A restraining order is really the only thing that you can do. Guys have I think it's a different animal for guys to deal with a BPD girlfriend than, and there are BPD guys too, don't get me wrong. But I believe, like, as a gendered personality disorder, women get BPD much more frequently than men do.
That's interesting.
I had a BPD girlfriend. She did exactly that shit too, by the way. She was psychotically jealous, and anything would trigger her. It never came to blows, but like she would like dig her nails into my arms sometimes.
That's weird.
And
she would
it went from like really.
She would like violently grab you and dig her fingernails into your arms. That seems like a big deal. So she gets violent, is what you're saying. Like, say it.
Crazy, passionate, like love and sex and everything, to like crazy, passionate hate and jealousy and just like, just explosive, drama. And after a while, it puts, like I said, if you've, it's in my 5th book. I finally put that chapter, that post in a book.
Your game book?
But it's the borderline personality disorder chapter that's in the player's handbook. It's in my 5th book. Go get it right now from Amazon and read that chapter. I talk extensively about that. I lived for about 2.5
maybe
years
eventually.
Not lived together, but like I had a relationship with a borderline personality disorder girl. I didn't even know what BPD was until I started like learning psychology, like later on, like in my 30s. And I was in the DSM and I found like a borderline personality disorder. I'm like, I literally got chills down my spine. Like I dodged a fucking bullet. But you're right. Yeah, exactly what you're going through right now is what I had to go through, which is
like, I wonder if that girl who was BPD with him follows him to this day, and if she might hear him say something like that, and if she would know that he's talking about her. I would find that sort of interesting. Not knocking anybody. BPD is not it's not a moral flaw. It's a condition people have and they need help, and hopefully it's not permanent. It's not fused to their identity. They can get over it, I think, under the right circumstances with the right treatment.
Women who are BPD will make their psychosis about you. If you change, I'll get better. If the reason why I'm crazy is because you won't be the man that I need you to be. And that's really...
That has been exactly my life. And I'm not even at liberty to speak to that extensively. That has been my life. That... it's like I've been forced to change so that someone else would change her fucked up qualities, okay? And so I haven't changed. And I'm sure I'm always willing to change to grow and become a better person, but I'm not willing to hate on myself, make myself think I'm bad, take on a guilt complex for a bunch of fucked up shit that has more to do with society, frankly, than me as a person. Like, you can't handle certain things because you're fucked up as a society. I'm not the fucked up consequence of society. I'm like the rational part that's trying. I'm the consequence insofar as I hear the bullshit and I call out the bullshit. That's what I want to do, at least. Not always right, not perfect. Call out the bullshit. Don't like the bullshit. Keep going, Rollo.
Dangerous if you're a blue pill guy and you believe that. If I was a better man, I would be. She would be cured And then I could have all this porn star sex that she gives me because she's fucking crazy. Crazy in bed, crazy out of bed. But it's on me and what will happen. And I'm probably sure this has happened. You
It's
get isolated
crazy.
from your friend.
What he's making me think about is how so many women who are kind of off their rocker are fun to have sex with. What's up with that? Like craziness goes along with good sex? Are there women who are not crazy who are exceptionally fun having sex with? What is it about this crazy? I mean, so I'm calling BPD crazy. That's probably not very nice. And it's not crazy. It's just me speaking sort of flippantly on here using, I don't know it's like slang. Calling someone crazy who has BPD, it's not an accurate clinical description, but it's slang. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings by doing it too. But, and so I'm not saying crazy and BPD are synonymous. I'm just riffing right now, thinking about what he said about how the great sex you get from these women who are off their rocker, essentially. Paraphrasing Rollo. The great sex you get from women who are a little crazy in the noggin. My God. Right. Why am I going, Because I have things I want to say right now, but I can't say them because it would be uncouth of me. It would be inappropriate. Don't want to do that. Where are we time-wise? 41. I'm going to keep going on this a little longer. We have about a little over a minute, 20 seconds left.
She isolates you from your family. She isolates you from anything outside of her. You don't get that. Maybe work, okay? But anything outside that, you don't get to talk to anybody else. It's all about her.
Yeah.
And you're always working on your relationship. You're always working on her psychosis. And if you were better, she would get better. And that is a very dangerous place to be. It was really hard for me to this is my infamous door moment where I was sitting in her dorm one time. She had this explosion.
Totally my life, to be honest with you. It's disturbing how the situation he's talking about, how a spouse or a woman or a partner or a girlfriend or whatever, they tie their behavior to you. And they kind of make you responsible for it's like they don't have personal responsibility. The only extent they have it is they are a reaction to you that is totally justified because you are whatever you are. You assume all responsibility for them by proxy, which is nuts. It's unfair, and it's nuts.
Fight with me. She stormed off into her bedroom, and I looked at the door to her bedroom, and I looked at the door out of the dorm, and I go, I can't fucking deal with this anymore. So I can either go in there to her bedroom and try to smooth things out and hope she's gonna fuck me again, or I can head out that door to a new fucking life. And I'm proud to say I stepped out that door. That was the point of no return.
That's good.
And so you have, by the way,
but you were married
to her, to your own jail.
In the sense that you weren't married to her, you had that ability and that freedom to walk. So that is truly a liberating act, I would say.
So you're just too scared shitless to use them. That's a quote from the book. But I took my jail keys and I used the door to go outside the dorm and get back to my car and get the fuck out of out of Dodge. That's what you need to do. That's hard to do. I don't think people, I think people who are outside, who live outside of that experience, they don't understand just like the force of will that it takes to do that.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I get that 100%. Like you have something, they're good things about what you have going, but you know it's wrong, and it takes a tremendous man to break it off and find, like that's saying though, the grass is always greener. You never know what you have in store, but if you're a man with value and confidence, you can usually get back out there and connect again. Burping a shit ton right now. And why I'm still bewildered by the audio. I've checked the audio before this, and the computer itself changed something, and that was annoying. So, okay, so I have a fresh and fit clip here that shows a woman the likelihood that she will win the man that she wants. So Myron said something interesting to her. Hold on. I'll open it up for you here. Do it really quickly. I have my own way of doing things. That's not Reba. That's me. That's my own way of doing that thing. Let's hear what they have to say. So it says, Fresh and Fit shows a woman the likelihood that she will win the man she wants. And I have some comments under here that I'll read momentarily.
Guy, do you want? Describe your dream man. Go ahead. Chris, pull up the calculator.
Not to be shallow, but I want somebody who's
we know your. Go ahead. Tell me your word.
When you start out saying not to be shallow, you know you're gonna be shallow. And okay, astonish me with your superficiality right now. Oh, hold on. I kind of like seeing that girl with her eyes closed. Is it only temporal? Well, let's see. Okay, her eyes are open now. She's actually very pretty. This one over in the corner there. So is this one. Naughty, naughty.
Value yourself, Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
Naughty, naughty, spank your body.
Go ahead, tell us what you deserve.
Above 6 foot, respectful, generous.
All right, how much does he got to make a year per you annually? Bare minimum.
At least 6 figures.
Okay, 100,000 per year. Fantastic.
Just for marriage.
Not too crazy.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
What age?
Age range?
I'm 21. The max I'll go above me is 10 years max.
All right.
Boring.
So,
what's the lowest you'll go?
Maybe like 2 years.
Okay, so
all right, so
19?
23 to 31. No,
Yeah,
she's 21, so 23 above.
Okay.
So 23, right?
Okay,
All
let's
right,
get
what's the
this
race that you gotta
going.
be?
Hurry up.
All right, next.
Black
I'm not
alone?
really,
Only black?
I'm not like too picky about race. Like
Asian?
yeah.
Will you date one of
Yeah.
them boys?
Yeah, I would.
You would? All right. So she'll take white. Will you take Asian?
Yes.
Build a man. This
Me
is
love you a long
interesting.
time? Asian like that?
Okay.
Okay. We date Hispanic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go one alleyway, like one of them?
Yeah.
You free market.
All right.
Six.
And then, how tall they gotta be?
Keep going. You're going
Yeah,
too
at least
slowly.
six
Fill
foot.
this
Okay,
shit
all
out.
Yeah, like even 6'1" at least.
6'1".
All right, so she,
All right.
that race thing goes down a lot.
Okay, cool.
We're doubling.
6'1" bare minimum. All right. Hey man, you know your worth. And then, do you care if they own or rent, or it doesn't matter?
We gotta go towards. No, I don't care actually.
You don't care? Okay,
You're
schooling.
too
You care?
damn slow on
Yes.
this.
Have to have.
This should go much
Bachelor's, at
faster.
Bachelor's. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. All right, can he be obese or no?
No.
Sorry, Mo.
No. Okay.
Sorry, fatso.
And
Oh,
then,
is there only yes
can he be married?
possible? Can they put no in there?
Okay. So exclude
Oh.
married men. So just so you know, before we show this, okay, this goes off of the
Exclude, of
2020 US
course, exclude married men. Can he be married? That bugs me for some reason, but because it should be assumed that you shouldn't be going after someone who's married if you're like decent. But then you can't stop people. Sometimes people who don't belong together get married and they don't get along. They shouldn't be together. They should be divorced. And so then should they miss up on the opportunity if when they're in that bond, that union, to establish something else? I don't know. The question to that, the answer to that seems like they should be able to be together, but I don't think that the marriage should be something ongoing forever where if you're divorced, I think the obligation to that person should end, you know, someone who's like fully grown, able to work. It's just these other thoughts I'm having with what they're saying. But like I'm getting hung up now on, they're talking about excluding married men, and I'm like, why would you be going after married men? You should avoid that because that person's already taken. But then I also just played the devil's advocate, talking about how men should, or people should be able to split up and they shouldn't miss out on an opportunity. But then I'm just concerned that the marriage itself, the institution of marriage, especially the way it's adjudicated by the courts and by the law and the government, that they will, they keep people obligated. So I don't like the idea of someone being out there trying to break up a marriage unjustly through adultery, and then somebody who was treated unjustly then still has obligations. No, you fuck it up. I like states where there's accountability for fault in the marriage. Colorado is a no-fault state, so people can get away with certain things, and there is no fucking recourse. And so, to me, it's like that's the problem when you don't have a covenant marriage where the terms are understood and people are really devoted to it spiritually and personally and emotionally. And instead you have a government system with rules and laws that are just, I think, sometimes I really think those rules about marriage are contrived to ruin the institution, to make it not a viable institution, to make it so people don't get married, people don't form families, So this is like almost a different conversation that I'm having, but it's like that's what they spiked in my head right now. But let's keep going. There's about 1:21 left on
Bureau
this video.
And the National Center for Health Statistics. So this is the most accurate assessment of men in the United States.
Oh,
okay?
Assuming you trust what they're saying, though. You're saying it's the most you're esteeming them with a credential right now that they're the most accurate. What makes them the most accurate? Besides, I mean, you're saying that because they have some name as an institution. Can you justify other than just saying they're the most accurate? Can you back that up with information, receipts, and evidence? What you said. They're the most accurate. I just have a fucking feeling. I doubt that for some reason. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it, dude. Come on. It's not Myron's fault. I'm just inherently scared. Oh, they're the best. They're the most accurate. What? Why? Who says? Like, how do you determine the best and the most accurate? Whatever.
Let's see how common this dream man is for you.
Your guy. Okay, here we go.
Delusion.
It's calculating. Tell us right now.
Error.
And
Damn.
congratulations, you scored a perfect 5 out of 5. Get back.
Delusion score.
Mr. Lulu.
Damn.
So you, so basically, the chances of you finding your man are extremely rare. So
Extremely rare. Are you serious? Are we of income earning men? So the likelihood that she will find a man meeting her standards, making the income that she wants is, oh my God, it's 1/5%. No, wait. Let me see how you read that. So it's like 1% would be it's like 4/100ths%. It's 4/100ths%. 1/25% likelihood that she will meet a man with the income that she just said she wants with all of her standards within your chosen races meets your standards. Oh, another thing. So she said it's still extremely low that any men of any race, so delusion score 5. Now, so I want to know more of what's behind that. When you say that's accurate, whatever that statistic is, I want to understand how that's calculated. I don't want to just go, it's a certain institution and they're the most accurate. I'm not just going to I want to know how it works. The pieces of this puzzle. I want to understand it.
price. Yeah, basically, hope you get a dog and or a cat. So, do you think? Let's say you do find this man.
I want all these girls
right?
to do this.
This dream man. Do you think he's gonna be monogamous to you?
Honestly, with
No.
the way that I like my men,
The more
looking,
money
it's gonna
that a
be
lot of men
really hard.
have.
Like, I need to pray extra hard for this man. Like,
Oh,
I'm
and you want him to be attractive.
I need to pray for him.
Hold on. This, this only goes off of like how much money they make and height. This isn't even him being like charming,
Nice
or
guy.
charismatic, or nice teeth,
Right.
or good looking. This is just like
Smelly.
Shitloads of details are missing from this. So I don't know how we can trust that this is an accurate assessment of reality. But in fact, I do believe her odds of meeting a man with the standards she just explained she has. It's extremely low. So I agree that it's extremely low. I'm just saying when you quantify it, when you put a number to that, I don't know how you can like say, I trust the number. So you put a number there, you have a statistic, and suddenly people are like, yes. Okay, so who said it? Yes. Okay, I believe. No. Doubt more. Be more skeptical of everyone, everything, institutions, everything. Everything being said here. But I do believe it's highly unlikely that an annoying chick is going to... It doesn't matter how hot you are. If you're super... Well, yeah, you could trick a man into it. I know that men can be tricked.
I'm praying to God very hard.
I mean, like, there's something... she's praying to God, and I don't know, though. If you pray to God for superficial shit, I don't think God's gonna deliver the superficial thing that you want. Where am I now? I have, oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Where am I? Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. Whee! Okay. Coming back over here. Because I think that's where we are. We're at this point in the show. I'm going to get some backdrop shots in this outfit. Let's see. We have intro, outro. That's what I want. I want it to flash like that right now. I want to have pictures of me being like, oh my God. Ah! Ah! Okay, I got that. So we want it to flash on me. We wanted to do this. We want to get those hot red shots. Okay, let's hold on. Let's do this a little bit. We'll get just some of that extra weird red light in there. All this freaky siren rise. Okay. Where are we? We're here. We're there. We're everywhere. I think I am going to wrap this up now. I've gone 55 minutes, and I'm anxious to play back this recording and make sure that it worked properly. I will be dismayed if it did not. If my audio got recorded poorly, I'll probably trash this show and record another one at another time, maybe later today or tomorrow, but I will be pissed about it. So I am going to go like this right now. If you actually made it through this, that's pretty awesome. Did you enjoy something about it? Did you enjoy my temper more or less? I'm doing a poll. Do you think that was annoying when I got really super angry about the audio? Ecamm, you actually fucked up my recording on this one because I don't want your stupid virtual microphone switch in my settings, my sound settings. Get that out of there. I want to eliminate it. Fucking stupid. If you like the show, please subscribe to the channels, follow on social media, tell your friends about it, listen to it when you're doing a bunch of work. I like it very much. I want to say thank you to you all, and I genuinely mean it whenever I say peace be with you all.